This town was voted one of the best places to live in Europe. Think palm lime promenades, flower-filled old town, world-class art on every corner, and none of the chaos of the big resorts. With 300 days of sunshine, long sandy beaches, and a slower pace of life, it's easy to see why so many are falling in love with Estepona.
Estepona is a story of two worlds. It's not just about the charming, beautiful town center. It's also about the suburbs. Places like this, they are spread out all across Estepona. When you see other places in Costa del Sol like Benalmádena, Fuengirola and Malaga, you see lots of tower blocks upon tower blocks. It feels a bit congested, but Estepona, the focus is more living within nature. It's more spread out, it's more harmonious, and it gives you the feeling of resort living.
And Estepona is full of hidden corners like this one. Right now, we are in Senda Litoral. Senda Litoral is kilometers upon kilometers of coastal walk, or let's call it as well like a promenade, that goes all the way until you get to San Pedro. And this area is perfect for fitness, or for people who are into fitness. You will see people on the bikes, jogging, swimming as well. But one thing I really like about this part of Estepona is just to go for long walks. From here, you see the whole town of Estepona in the distance. You can actually see Gibraltar, and you can see the suburbs of Estepona. One thing I like about coming here as well is there are some picnic areas and also some bars as well, like the one here, Chiquitano, and there are so many more restaurants around here. Have a drink or have a meal admiring the beautiful views of Estepona.
Estepona's boom hasn't gone unnoticed. In the last 5 years, there's been many new hotels, new projects popping up, and there are a lot more planned in the pipeline. Places like this, Andalucia has been voted as one of the best or the best family resort in the world. And I don't blame them. With a location like this, with the views like this, Estepona is turning out to be a top-tier city in whole of Spain.
If you wanted to get to Estepona town center through Senda Litoral, it would take you from this point approximately an hour and a half. Halfway before you get to Estepona, you will get to Laguna Beach. And there are a couple of beach clubs that are quite famous.
We are at Laguna Beach now, which is quite a popular spot in Estepona. We are now about 40 minutes walk from Estepona town center. This was a chiringuito before, but it got burned down during a fire. After some time of renovation, they have reopened as Sublime. Now it's turned into a super modern beach club, which is the story of Estepona nowadays, because Estepona is a charming Spanish town turning into something different, something not quite Marbella, but very similar. If you are looking to come here for party, for karaoke bars and stuff like that, Estepona is not that place. You will be looking at other places in Costa del Sol. Estepona's vibe is more chilled out. Like we say many times before, Estepona is to relax, it's for the family, and it's for the soul. Until now, the coast of Estepona was very wild, very natural, but now this summer especially, we are seeing that they're topping up all the places, especially near to you get to the town centers and closer to the hotels. They are topping up the beaches with the sand.
This is a perfect example of what Arslan was explaining earlier. Estepona has managed to find the perfect balance between leisure and nature. Right now, we are in the Kempinski Hotel, and you can have a cocktail, you can swim in a swimming pool, jump in the beach, and in between, you are welcome with these old palm trees, giving it a very resort living.
Carrying on walking on Senda Litoral will bring you to the actual town center of Estepona, right in front of me. It's peak afternoon now. People are starting to come to the beach. Look at that. The whole coastline is full of umbrellas. This little part here is very popular for you to come and have a breakfast in the morning or have a drink in the afternoon. Do you know what this kind of reminds me of? Cafe Mambo in Ibiza, that kind of walk. The only problem is that here the sun doesn't set in the sea. Whenever we come to Estepona, we normally park the car right opposite here. There's a free car park. It used to be much bigger, but now, in a typical fashion of Estepona's change, they are building super luxury, ultra expensive apartments here, and they've shifted the car park further back, but it's still good enough size. So when you come to Estepona, you don't have to worry about paying for the car park. Just park the car here. You can walk literally 10 to 15 minutes into the town center.
We are now entering Estepona's town center, and we are doing it on the promenade side. You see some people, especially because they are going to the beach or leaving the beach to go back home, but especially at night, the picture in the promenade changes completely. Stay tuned, we're gonna be around in Estepona tonight, and we're gonna show you what the night is like in this beautiful town. This is our favorite chiringuito, Africa Beach. They serve delicious food, and also we come here for a couple of drinks with friends, and the prices are on average, but the chill is amazing. And as you know, I'm the beach inspector. Every beach we go to, I like to inspect the quality of the sand, the water, amenities. So let's go into this beach and see what it's like. In my opinion, the sand is not to my liking. It's not 10 out of 10 because I prefer the white sand or the golden sand you see in places like Costa del Sol. Here the sand is a bit darker, probably because I'm wearing my sunglasses, but yeah, it's still a bit darker. But it's not pebbly. You see a few stones, but it's mainly sand rather than pebbles. So in that, I would give it probably a 7 out of 10. When it comes to the water, my God, look at that. The water, I give it a 9 out of 10. Because it's very calm, it's very transparent, the color of the water is very blue, and it's beautiful. From here, I don't know if you can capture on the camera, but you can see the coast of Costa del Sol, you see Gibraltar, and today is a clear day, so you can see a little bit of Morocco as well. But I think what the selling point of this beach is quite wide. So it is busy today, but because it's quite big and large, it doesn't give you an impression of being packed.
Now we're going into the town center of Estepona, and the first thing you notice is that we walk into this beautiful square. It has lovely vibe. It has restaurants around it, and it's got a little monument. And a beautiful fountain right in the middle of everything, which creates a lovely atmosphere. From here, you have a few roads going down this way, which are filled with restaurants upon restaurants. And I really like these roads because it's like alfresco dining, whole roads of alfresco dining, the people sitting. It's quiet at the moment, but come back in the evening, you won't find a place on the table. So why is Estepona so popular, and why does everybody wants to move here? It's basically a quintessential whitewashed Spanish town, and the location of it is very important. That makes it very desirable. Over 320 days we have sunshine here, right next to the luxury capital of Spain, Marbella. Has a reputation as well of being a little bit pretentious, whereas in Estepona, you have everything so calmed down. It's chilled out, it's boutique, it's beautiful. Look at the plants on the streets. Every street here in this little town center has flower pots, plants hanging from the balconies. Walking here, it feels like you are going back into the time as well, because not much has changed here. People are living the way they used to live back in the time, and it's just been beautified over the last 10 years or so. Every now and then you come to a little square, little plaza that has somewhere to sit down for you to chill out, and it has lots of water features, and on the walls you see little poems every now and then. Did you know that Estepona is also known as the Garden of Costa del Sol? Just look at the atmosphere around me. It's got so many plants, so many beautiful flowers. Especially in the last 10 years or so, the mayor of Estepona, Jose Maria Garcia, has been putting so much effort in beautification of Estepona, that town center.
This has to be my favorite street in all Estepona, because look at this. It looks like you're going through a garden, and in the back of it you see the church. And did you know that neighbors in Estepona, they go into an annual competition, so they make sure that the streets are basically decorated very nicely, very clean, and whichever has the best decoration of the best art in the street win a prize. You probably notice now that the pots are color blue here, and every now and then you will come across like a little bar. It's not even a bar, it's like a boutique place where you can have a drink or a coffee. And I find that very cute because it's not the typical bar or the typical pub you will see in other places in Spain or in Costa del Sol. It's very boutique. Right now, the shopping street is a bit quiet. We're gonna show you later on, because now, lunchtime, people are going home to have lunch, because especially it gets hot now, so people don't wanna be in the streets. They wanna be either at the beach swimming in the sea, or they wanna be at home with the air conditioning, eating a delicious meal.
Especially in places like Spain and Mediterranean, that you look for a place where you don't need a car. It's walking friendly everywhere. You can walk through the streets, and Estepona is exactly that. It has a great mix of foreigners and Spanish locals. That's one of the selling point of Estepona, that it's very walking friendly. It's got great mix of facilities for foreigners and for Spaniards locals as well. Imagine raising your children here, walking around these streets, absolutely no worry about their safety. And you also have quite a few facilities in Estepona. For example, Selva Aventura is like a safari zoo. It's not safari exactly, it's not zoo exactly, it's a mixture of safari and zoo. You also have the Feria of Estepona, which happens twice actually a year. In other towns they have once a year. In Estepona it happens twice a year. It's a typical Spanish fair where girls dress in flamenco dresses and everybody gathers together. It's a great atmosphere, especially for kids. There are rides, it's lots of fun. This church is absolutely beautiful, right in the center of the town. And you have a little square in front of it as well. We often love coming here, especially in the evening when it's cooler. Sitting here, finding these corners, little corners in the center of the town where we can just sit down and absorb the atmosphere when people come out of their houses, kids are playing in the air, and just life as normal as it has been for years. One thing to keep in mind is that the Estepona town center is actually quite small. You can walk the whole town center in one afternoon. So keep that in mind when you're planning your trip. But there's a lot more to around Estepona. Since we moved here in the last 3 to 5 years, Estepona's prices have doubled. I've got an estate agent in front of me. Let me show you some prices. These are houses, but we're looking for apartments. 530 for a 2-bedroom apartment. I know it's a nice development, but 530,000 euros, that's kind of prices we are accustomed to in places like New York, London, Milan, Paris, but not a small town in Spain.
And this is our favorite beach in all Estepona, Playa Cristo. Here, it's like a little cove. It's not quite a cove, but it's like quite excluded from the rest of the town. The good thing about it, if you're driving here, there's a massive car park right next to it, so you can leave the car here. Or if you're walking, probably would take about 20 minutes from the town center to reach here. And what we really like about this beach is the quality of the sand. This is a lot better. It's a lot thinner, a lot whiter, and this is what I consider a proper beach. Here is very shallow, so it feels like a swimming pool because you can walk and walk, and it basically reaches onto your waist area. They has a chiringuito here, so you can have a fresh drink or something to eat. And also, there at the top, I think they are doing a new beach club, and it's gonna be opening, if not this month, next month, this summer. This is going with the trend we mentioned earlier on, that Estepona is evolving, it's changing, becoming a bit more like a Marbella with different beach clubs. Right now, we're getting very hot, and we're gonna spend here a couple of hours just refreshing ourselves. And later on, we're gonna go back to the town center to show you the vibe in the evening and at night. Stay tuned. People are now leaving the beach, but also people who were in their apartments are starting to leave their houses to enjoy a beautiful walk in Estepona's promenade. This is my favorite part of Estepona's promenade because you have lots of shaded areas, lots of greenery, attraction for kids. But we are gonna go to the town center now and show you why it is called the Garden of Costa del Sol. Come with us.
This is Plaza Antonio Guerrero with a beautiful mural in the background. It's a perfect example of how they infuse architecture with murals. It's absolutely gorgeous. People come here in the evening, sit down, chat with their friends and families. It's a very typical Spanish vibe in this plaza. Around that, you have some restaurants and bars. It is one of those places that you come, sit down to enjoy people watching.
Just a short walk away from Plaza Antonio Guerrero, you will go to Orchidarium, which is a very beautiful place, especially if you like orchids. Right now it's almost 8 o'clock in the evening, and Spanish people, we're having merienda, which is a typical coffee or orange juice, and you have normally a croissant or a piece of cake. And as you know, Aslam and I, we love a cake. So sometimes when we feel like just spending some time outdoors, we come here, we have a coffee, we have a croissant, or we have a cake, and we just enjoying people watching, just enjoying people going by in this beautiful town. What I love about Estepona is that it's full of hidden corners. Like this one, for example, just reminds me of my childhood when I was like a teenager, and with my friends, we used to walk around and just stay in a little plaza and eat lots of sunflower seeds and lots of sweets as well, and spend the afternoon just having a laugh with your friends.
And now we're entering the plaza for the Orchidarium. It's actually the biggest orchidarium in whole of Europe. And this is the building for the Orchidarium. It's a lovely modern building, but inside it completely transforms you. It doesn't cost you much, it's like 2 to 3 euros per head, but inside it transports you into like a rainforest. It's absolutely gorgeous. You have water coming down from the top and greenery all around you.
As soon as you leave the Orchidarium, you will see a few other murals in the buildings. Do you know there are actually around 60 of them scattered around the town center? There's actually a route that you can actually go and find all 60 of them in Estepona town. Around 8 p.m. is when Estepona town center comes to life. Everybody's now walking around because it's not as hot as it was in the afternoon. And you will see that this is the main street for shopping in Estepona. And one of the things I really like about Estepona's shopping street is that it's full of boutique shops. It's not the famous high street names that you see in any other city. The very first time Aslam and I came here to Estepona, we actually had an ice cream here, and I still remember the flavor of it. As we get closer to 9 p.m, you will see the restaurants in Estepona getting really busy. And Estepona offers a huge selection of restaurants for dining.
Like we said before, you'll be spoiled for choices to eat in Estepona, you need to find the vibe which connects with you. A corner like this, very quiet, very beautiful pastel colors, or you want to be sitting down in the middle of the very busy street, or in a corner where the view like that of the church, so beautiful. Estepona is like our backyard. We come here a lot, and we have explored quite a few little corners, which I want to show a few of them to you now. Lovely atmosphere. People are opening wine bottles, tasting. And this one looks really good actually. We might come back here. We are entering Plaza de las Flores, the beautiful Plaza de las Flores, the heart and soul of Estepona town center. There are quite a few hotels around Plaza de Flores, and that's why you have so many restaurants, and it's such an amazing vibe. It's quite packed at the moment. I'm not sure we're gonna get a table. The restaurant we're looking for is La Serenia over there. It always has queues, so hopefully we can find a place. Seems empty. Okay, La Serenia is completely packed and they've got 7 tables ahead of us, so don't think we can wait that long. Opposite is Avocado, which I actually prefer because they do papas bravas. Serenia doesn't do proper bravas, so let's go and find out if they have a table. This is Avocado, and this is the outdoor bed in the square where you have lovely view of the church and fountain. But don't think there's a table here. Let me ask them. They haven't got a table here either, so we're gonna have to find somewhere else. Can't believe it's Tuesday and still we're not being able to find table. It's not even weekend. Any suggestion, Julian?
Let's go to the high street.
As you can see that in the top and bars, we are looking for Tapas bars because we are hungry. Can we try that? Oh.
We decided to come to the promenade because Plaza Flores was packed and the streets around it was also packed as well. There were long queues for getting a table, so here in the promenade it looks busy but not as busy, so hopefully we can get a table soon. Let's see.
Welcome back to the promenade. It's just before 10 p.m. and look at the atmosphere around me. So we have resorted to Lacune Pinchos right on the promenade. It's got a lovely atmosphere. In Spain, there's a concept of tapas or pinchos that basically you sit down on your table and then the waitress or waiter goes around with different kind of tapas every 2 minutes, 5 minutes. And if you like the look of it, you pick up or you ask them to put it. The first one we've ordered, well, we saw is the lovely Spanish omelette, which I absolutely love. And in the end, the way they're going to calculate our bill is after each tapa or pincho, we're going to put this here. In the end, they're going to count these to see how much is our total bill. Now, I know what you're thinking, that what if I still want to put it somewhere else? I haven't done it, so I'm not sure. But I'm sure it goes with the goodwill that there's kind of trust between the restaurant and the customer. And that's one of the beautiful things about Spain, that you can trust each other like that.
What I like about this concept is that When you go to Tapas, you not really look at the menu. And by the look of the menu, you look at the picture, it's not the same as actually having someone in front of you showing you the food. So basically, you like the look of it, you grab it. So we got the bill, and I'm actually quite surprised because I thought the big sticks were €6 and the small sticks were like $3.50, but turns out big sticks are €3 each and smaller sticks are $2.20.
Oh, that was a great meal. Now, we see around us, everywhere people are heading towards the ice cream shops now. Because in Spain, what happens is that people go around for a walk on the promenade, then go sit down for a meal, spend hours at the meal, and then after that they make their way to the ice cream shops, grab an ice cream and walk back to the promenade and do the stroll. That's one of the reasons why you see people in Spain, they are so healthy, because a lot of places they are walking friendly. There's a shop further down, and there I've tried the best pistachio ice cream in my life I've ever tried. Shall we go and try some? Trust me, if you come to Estepona, you have to go to that ice cream shop and order the pistachio ice cream. You're gonna love it. My pistachio ice cream, so I'm gonna try and see if it's as good as I remember it.
This is like the corner with all the pubs, and it's a very good vibe. You don't see many drunk people, everyone is just having a good time.
Many cities around the world, I've noticed that it's more of like, especially in Europe, it's more of like a adults affair, that when you go to restaurants in the city centers or if you go to bars, it's only adults. You don't see kids. But here in Spain, especially in south of Spain, when the weather is so nice, even at night, you will see lots of kids running around. It's just before midnight. That's something I really appreciate about Spain, that it's mainly a family affair. Whatever you do, you involve your whole family, from little kids to grandmas. Everybody's together, even if it's at midnight. If you're staying up, you're staying up together.
Some nights when we just want to disconnect and get some fresh air, we come here because, as you can see, it's not overcrowded and it's quite peaceful, and we can walk for hours and hours just to disconnect and enjoy this beautiful place, Estepona is.